Okay, so tell me about your day.
Well, I started my day. I was walking along, and I tripped. I tripped. I put my hands out. It was at a bus stop, a busy, crowded bus stop.
Uh-huh.
I put my hands out, and my hands landed on some woman's boobs. I mean, more like right here. Chest, general vicinity, boob region.
The boob region.
Boob region.
Yep.
Okay, she was fine. Luckily, the person I put my boobs on was friendly.
Thank God.
Put my hands on her, Thank God she was there too. I probably would have scraped my entire face open and just come home.
Okay, right.
So that's how I started my day.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll probably end up standing up again. But
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So I did my lesson.
Uh-huh.
Whatever about the lesson. The lesson went fine. It was my last lesson with him.
With this guy that is kind of
hard to deal with.
He's got a chin beard.
He reminds me of all the boys.
But you tried the lecture thing. But that was not the
That worked fine.
that wasn't the thing that stuck out to you today.
So there's that.
Okay.
And then on my way back, I was walking, there's the La Comere, and then, there's that walk. It's not that big of a deal, but I was walking back, and there's this guy with sunglasses on and a mustache, and a tiny little red car.
Yeah.
Who, he pulled up next to me.
Mm-hmm.
This is on a busy freeway.
Right.
He had to think about this. He had to see me and go, I'm going to pull up next to that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So he pulled up next to me. He didn't roll his window down.
Okay.
And he was on the driver's side. This is the passenger side. I was over here on the sidewalk.
Okay.
And he went.
Right.
I looked at him again, and I was like, hell no.
Right.
I picked up my pace and I kept walking. He
So this was a different guy than the other guy the other day.
Right. Which
Yeah.
he kept going. I decided to go ahead and just run home from there because I thought I saw his car actually come back the other way, and I was wondering if he was going to loop-de-loop and try and come back and catch me again, but I wanted to see where I lived, so I just went ahead and ran up the hill, so
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe he wasn't. But,
Okay.
so there was that guy, and on Monday, and this wasn't what I would deem as quite as big of a deal. It didn't feel as scary to me.
Right.
Mostly because I was home.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy that pulled up right out there,
Mm-hmm.
and he asked me, I think, for directions,
Mm-hmm.
is what I understood.
Right.
I said, lo siento, no comprendo, because I didn't want to get closer to his car.
Right.
And then last week, there was some guy down at the Centro that catcalled me, where he was like, oh my God! And then I turned around, and he went, hello!
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there was also today, some boy, he just drove by and waved at me.
And that you didn't perceive as threatening at all.
No, not really.
Rather flirtatious, but not necessarily great because he didn't actually approach you like in a like to get to know you or anything, right?
No.
Okay, so there's like all these interactions you're having with men here in Mexico, in Guanajuato, and on the street as you're walking.
Right.
They're not like people trying to get to know you. They're just like men behaving.
Men, not boys.
Right.
They're grown men.
Right.
That's the key here. If they were boys,
Right.
I would also feel differently about it. I'd perceive it as something different.
But this is kind of your first experience, like out in the world where you're like, where I'm not with you, Dad's not with you. You're like kind of by yourself, walking alone by yourself. You have a place to go, something to do. And it's scary.
That part of it's
Yeah. It's scary. But what we were talking about is that I remember having these interactions with people, like, we just talked about like the man at the student union at the university who sat down with me and started talking to me in a really, really inappropriate way. Police had to come and take him away. And like, like these are experiences that women have, but you haven't really experienced it because you haven't been alone. Right?
Yeah.
But
I kind of figured I would have some of these experiences.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of me that kind of was like, yeah, because we talked about it.
yeah, yeah.
You've kind of brought me up to think about it and be
Mm-hmm.
aware. And
Right.
my guard is up when I'm walking down the street most of the time.
Yeah, it sounds like you did the right things today. You didn't walk over to the car.
No.
Thank God. I mean, I'm really glad you didn't walk over to the car.
No, I mean, I say good morning to, like, the construction workers if I'm passing them on the street. Sometimes I purposefully make eye contact.
But it's hard to be friendly, right? As a female, it's hard to even be friendly to people.
That's also in a populated area where those construction workers are. So it's not as scary.
Mm-hmm.
There are people.
True.
Around. I could go, to the people, and there are people. Then there are
Right.
people.
Right. But you carry mace.
I carry mace.
Yeah, and now another weapon too.
Right.
The cat ears, right? Yeah. Just in case you need to do a double whammy on somebody. But yeah. But so, so these are your first experiences with this just out in a random group of people, and yeah.
This would probably happen in any city. I don't necessarily think this is a Mexico thing. Just for the record.
Well, I mean, like we talked about though. I mean, imagine Cairo. Imagine how scary it would be to walk as a white woman, because white women have that, like the European American women, where we have this reputation for being loose to these other cultures, and I'm not sure if that's true in Mexico or not.
Maybe in some groups, maybe.
Yeah.
It might sometimes.
I really don't know.
I'm just saying that I don't necessarily think it's completely a Mexico thing,
Mm-hmm.
because this happens it happened to you.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's happening.
Record, I don't want to taint Mexico in terms of that.
No, but I mean, this is a male-female thing. This is a gender thing.
Right. It's something to be aware of anywhere in the world.
Well, and I think you might be being singled out because you're white, because racial profiling happens absolutely everywhere.
If you try to not have
But the thing is, as a tourist, to not be, if you're a single female, traveling alone, and somebody waves you over for help, I mean, that's a clue right there, because
a man.
Yeah, a man waves you over for help. I mean, who needs your help? You're a tourist. What could you possibly know that would be helpful to anyone in a foreign country? I mean, you're the wrong person for any job. Or somebody pulls over by the side of the road, or where they wave you over. I mean, why? They're either waving you over to sell to you, or they're waving you over because they have some impure thought.
Or something.
Probably.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah. So I'm sorry you had a bad day, though.
Okay.
That
My
sucks.
lecturing went good. I was really excited about that until creepy pedophile man pulled up beside me. Creepy pedophile mustache, sunglasses,
yuck.
tiny dick man.
Oh, cool.
He had a little
Yuck,
car.
honey. I'm so sorry.
He had a little car. What can I say? His mustache and his sunglasses, a little bit of an inferiority complex there, you think?
So what do you think, Dad?
I think that
That was just mean, sorry.
No, it's true.
It's fair
You know what? He
enough.
deserves it.
He does.
I think that I am happy that Lydian knows how to defend herself.
I am too. I think
Huh?
maybe it's time to pull those taekwondo skills back out and practice again.
Yeah. I'll just go buy an account and she can practice making me all over.
Well, if we were there, that's the whole thing, though, is that we have to let her go.
No.
But
I'm just wondering if that woman felt violated.
I wondered that too. I felt really bad about it. I don't think she did. She saw me trip. She said, "Be careful."
it sounded like
I
she
think
responded fine.
She was
You know,
fine.
these kinds of guys that she's talking about, they exist, all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
they're always out there, and I see them too.
Mhm.
I can tell you, I can point to them and tell you which ones
Mm-hmm.
they are. You can see them looking, you can walk, you're walking through, downtown, and there will be guys they're not even discreet, they're like,
Yeah.
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 I saw a guy the other day in San Miguel stare at a woman.
Yeah. Well.
There was a woman, I'm not going to use that. She was asking for a phrase. She was wearing some skimpy clothing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, both parties here were in the wrong.
Yeah.
A
Right.
little bit. Whatever. Women can wear what they want, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to not, whatever. Anyways, there was this girl, she was walking down the street. This guy, he walked past her. Okay. He turned around. Kept walking, and then he turned back around.
Well, and the
And
thing
then he
is,
kept walking, he turned around again.
so
They were 3 blocks
there's
away.
no crime in looking. Fine, they're looking with their eyes.
I'm
The criminal part
saying
and the
something.
scary part is where a person pulls off the freeway
Right.
and waves you over, because what are they? The fear there is rape,
What are they
murder.
gonna do?
Right. What are they going to do? They're willing to pull off the freeway and stuff. So
It was still, on the street, but it's
it's still though.
he could have pushed me off into the ravine, the point where I was at,
Uh-huh.
and I have nothing else.
And why would he want to do that? It'd be more like grab you and put you in the car,
Right.
probably. But
but
But-
there are a few different dangerous situation.
Anyways, it's ambiguous and it's hard to size it up and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something to, it's something that all women have to be aware of. And I mean, I don't ever recommend that any woman travel by herself into the world without somebody around to kind of, it's just a reality.
Resources, somebody who's there
Yeah.
that you trust in some way.
Yeah, I mean, somebody should be there that they,
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be there without a safety net, because there is so much ambiguity when you're traveling and when you're a tourist and you don't know all the ropes and you're not necessarily fluent in the language, or maybe you don't have any language skills at all, and you're out there traveling as a woman and some guy waves you over. I mean, you can really mistake those signals.
Well, I mean, in a lot of places that we've been in, and this is what my mind did with it when I saw out of the very corner of my eye the car going up beside me. Like in Nepal or India, there'll be taxi drivers.
Exactly. Right.
They solicit us. It's not that weird. I don't think. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? But
Right.
whatever. That's what my mind did with it. I thought,
Right.
okay, it's a taxi, and I turned to look, so I was going to say, oh, no necesito, taxi, or whatever,
Right.
or whatever I was going to say.
Uh-huh.
I don't need a taxi.
Right.
But then I turned, I was like,
That's not a
that's not
taxi.
a taxi.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why, there's no reason that anybody would ask, you for help. No offense, but.
He's stopping. That's what's scary about it.
Yeah,
That
see,
guy
that's
scared
why-
me.
That's what's scary about it. And she should be scared of that because you really don't know. I mean, is he just hoping to talk to you? Probably not.
Probably not.
What
Well,
is he hoping is going to happen there?
I'm comparing that guy to this guy, because this guy, I was right outside our gate, right in front of our gate. It was clearly, this is my house, my home, okay, so I must be living
The guy
there.
that was sweeping?
No,
What?
it was a guy in a car.
It was some.
Both of them were
guy
guys in a car.
I mean, I could almost see why he would have asked me for directions. It's still weird.
Mm-hmm.
I can almost wrap my head around, though, like the part of me that was calculating or whatever was like, okay, this almost makes sense. I wasn't as scared of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't as scary because it was like, okay, he could have seen me and go, okay, she lives here. He could have probably, worked with that, or that made sense. This did not. That made more sense than this. So I'm categorizing that as more scary.
But neither one of them really makes
But
sense.
neither one of them ultimately makes sense.
Men shouldn't really approach women even, there's some helping behaviors that are okay, but as a woman, if a man approaches you, he probably wants something, and it's probably sexual.
Probably.
It's very rare for a man to approach a woman in an altruistic way to help with her groceries or whatever. It's all unwanted attention, in a sense. I mean, women want women want men to get to know them verbally in words first. That's generally how women are.
Talking or talking, like thoughts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but since this is something that all women have to contend with if they walk alone anywhere in the world, including the United States, I just kind of wanted to catch it on video while you were still pissed off about it. That's all. So,
kick him in the balls and take one home with you.
But we'll talk about it some more now, privately. But anyways, yeah.